They got the Bee Gees going on. I love that band. Probably Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Bee Gees are probably. I'm a disco guy. I grew up in the '80s, bro. I was born in 1970. I'm an immigrant. I came to this country in 1971 when I was 1 year old from Cuba. My parents brought me over here on a plane. My dad died when I was 5. 4 years after getting here, he dies. Brought up in a single mom. Had cancer at the age of 10. Didn't get over that until I was 16. Um, you know, I know how hard life can be. That's why I just accept the suck. It sucks, and all you can do is find that 1% thing that you can be good at that makes you happy, and just go do that. Because the rest of it sucks. I'd gladly offer $100 for a successful referral. Even had 2 customers get their entire year. See, yeah, bro, but just make a habit. In other words, turn that into a marketing campaign. You should be every single month with software. There is no reason why you can't be offering that to every single client, every single month, on every single offer, on every single time you do a service for them. With their bill, they should be getting a coupon that says, if you refer your next door neighbor to me, I'll give you $100. Sweeten the pie. Give them 2 free months for every referral. If they're doing a quarterly at $149 for a quarter, 129, give them a free quarter. Refer me to your next door neighbor because he's right next door. There's no travel time. Think about it. At if you're at $150 an hour, folks, check this out. All right, I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you. You're at $150 an hour on average. That's what you need to be making it in pest control successfully in just about any business. Some more, but 150 an hour divided by 60 is $2.50 for every minute you're not doing something. It's costing you $2.50. Could you afford to put a technician in a truck, drive 45 minutes times 45 minutes? That's $112.50 to perform a service. Would you rather drive 2 to 7 minutes than pay 112? 2.5 times 7 minutes, it's cost you $17.50 to service a client next door versus driving to the next client for 25 minutes. In the long term, in the grand scheme of things, okay, you're going to make a lot more money by giving that service away and paying an enormous amount for referrals, like up the wazoo, what you think is up the wazoo for referrals. You will make a lot more money in the long run because of the lifetime value of that client. If that client stays with you 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you will be making money. You got to change. You got to understand the business. Until you understand how the business is run and how the money is made, the money is not made in $250, $400 initials. That's short term because that's a one-time deal. Yes, you can eat today very well, but you will not have enough to invest and grow if you want to grow. Not everyone wants to grow. I'm not telling everyone to grow. I want to grow to a certain amount, and that's it. And then, you know what? I set that as the goal. Guess what? I get to that and say, oh, crap. Now it's a whole lot easier to go to 4 million. Why not go to 4 million? It's not that I'm greedy. It's not that I'm greedy. Is that that's just human nature. Why give up something if you're doing good? Why not continue to grow it? It's greed. It's not being greedy. That's a technician mentality. I'm going to plug myself in because I'm hanging out with you while I'm having a cigar. I'm hanging out here with you guys, and I'm running out of battery. But luckily, I'm at a place where they have a plug-in right here next to me that I can hang out here with you. What an idiot! I sat on the button. I'm such an idiot. A building that just called me while I was sitting here, green building. No audio still? Well, daggone it, what do I got to do for you guys? Let me see here. Yeah, there's audio. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, I'm getting a meter now for the audio. There we go. It's going to take a minute. And it went mute. Yeah, I know. I sat on the button and I muted it. I'm such an idiot. Um, and I took that call. And that's how I do it. I'm on the road and I take the calls. Um, and I sell wherever I am. I sell more sometimes sitting outside on my patio smoking a cigar because I'm relaxed. Look, the best look, you guys got to put yourself in the best possible position where you have leverage. If all your bills are paid, you're making enough money to live, and you can invest it back somewhere, then you can afford to start firing customers, and you can afford to start deciding who you take on as a customer. Not everyone at the beginning, I get it. I had to eat a lot of crap to see where it came from. But then it got to the point where I didn't have to do it anymore. Everybody's going to go through it. Okay. So the deal is, it, I sometimes I'm more comfortable sitting here and not giving a crap of that customer wants to buy my service or not, because they're buying an illusion. Like, we want to go green, and we want to do this, and we want to convert to agreement. I says, have you looked at green building standards? Let me make sure. No, I don't need that. And understand green building standards, and understand to convert to IPM, and it's not going to be about spraying mint oil all over the place. I need your board. I need to have a meeting with your board. I need you to give me the contact information. Set up that meeting. If you're serious about it, set up that meeting. We'll have a conversation. I'm not going to drive all the way over there just to go measure the property and drop a contract on your lap and say, here's what it is on a monthly basis. And then you're asking me why are there still apartments with German roaches when all you want us to do is street common areas? I said, you're setting yourself up for failure. And this is why you're in the position you're in. I said, if you want to do it, I have to be able to inspect every one of those units. We have to be there on a monthly basis inspecting those units. What are you going to do when somebody moves in with German roaches? And you're saying, well, if they want it, they got to pay for it. And the guy says, I'm not going to pay for pest control. I'm just going to use foggers and fog the whole unit. And now roaches are spreading all over the place because you decided you only wanted a common area service, and everybody in those units are responsible for their own pest control. This is how it is in Florida, folks. So I just basically thought, before I waste your time and mine, unless you're going to pay 4 or 5 times more to get started than with a standard pest control company, you will get what you want. If this is what you really want and you've got the budget for it, we'll set up a meeting and we'll talk. And if you're not going to do that, and your board is not willing to do that because they're saying this is stupid, we're not going to do it, you have your answer. We don't need to waste everybody's time. And when you're in that position, you don't have to, because they're calling me wanting eco-friendly pest control. I got to tell them what they have to do. It's kind of like, I want to go and I want to lose weight, and I'm a type 2 diabetic. And how do I lose weight? And well, give up the carbs, go on keto. I can't give up carbs. You can't have it. Life is pretty, most things in life, folks, are pretty binary. You know, you want to be fit, go to the gym, work out, stop eating crap, stop eating the damn 2-for-1 hamburgers. I can't do that because it's too expensive to eat a salad. It costs me $12. That's fine. Pay later in medication. I mean, what do you mean to tell you? I had to do it. I mean, for 2 years, I was borderline diabetic. 7 years ago, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, I said, I tried everything else. I tried the DASH diet. I tried all the diets the doctor told me. I'm not going on medication. I'm going to go on keto. I spent 6 months doing research on keto. I went on keto. I kept it off for 7 years. I lost weight. I went all the way down to 148 pounds. I haven't been 148 pounds since I was a teenager. What do you want to do? Again, you got to be able to bite the bullet, do what you have to do. None of what's going to be good for you in the long run is going to be palatable in the short term. It's going to suck. It's going to be crap. You're going to feel uncomfortable. You should feel uncomfortable. You shouldn't come home every day until you've made at least one deal that day. You look your wife in the eye. I said, I knocked on 50 doors. I talked to 50 people. I did everything I could possibly do today. All I got was one. And if nobody respects you for that, there's something seriously wrong. Because that's how you do it. You got to earn the respect, but it's not going to be given to you. I don't know. If anybody got any questions, I'm hanging out here. I got all day. I got about another hour. I'm Cuban, and I can talk for 2 hours straight without having a problem.